With Starfield having over 1,000 planets to explore, we're going to need a vessel to do that, and that is where our ship comes into play. The ship is not only a means of transport though, our ship is a central hub in the game. It is a place for our crew to stay, it's a place where we can craft, it's something that we can call home and customize it to our own liking. As well as using it in dogfights, using it to take down enemy ships, and actually looting enemy vessels that we come across out in space. The ship is going to be a pivotal point of the game, which is why you can customize it so much. And today we're going to look at how we can customize a ship and everything that we know so far about ships and ship building in general. Now, if you're a fan of Starfield and you're looking forward to the game, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and do all of that good stuff. I greatly appreciate it. Now, whether you want to be a space mercenary, a cargo freight liner, a giant cruise ship, anything is possible with Starfield's ship's modular system. Now, the ships can be customized in almost any way that you see here. Every part of the ship breaks down and is customizable, but each part of the ship actually functions as something in-game. So we have certain parts that do the grav drive, certain parts that are for habitats, so you can add more crew. Other parts are for storage, and then we can even add crafting modules. So there's loads of different ways that you can customize and make your ship unique and suit your playstyle. And as you can see here, each one of these components actually does something. So a grav drive is used to jump between planets. Now these planets, the further ones away, you'll need a better grav drive. We still don't know how that's going to work yet with the fuel systems, or whether we'll need to find certain resources to sort of refill the grav drive, or whether the grav drive is a separate entity and the fuel is something completely different. Now I'm assuming it's just running off of fuel, and the grav drive is just something that we upgrade as we go along. But as you can see here, we've got the cowling, shield generators, dockers, fuel tanks, grav drive, weapons, the hab, engines, reactor, cockpit, bay, cargo hold, and landing gears. All of these are completely changeable, and there are so many other features that we can change too. Now, interestingly, each one of these things actually serves a purpose. As I said with the grav drive, adding things like the hab will increase the amount of crew that you'll be able to take on your ship. Obviously, changing weapons is going to change the scenarios in a dogfight situation, and then your cargo hold. The bigger cargo hold you have, the more loot that you can carry. You can go and loot certain areas. You can become an actual cargo haulier, if you will, and take one thing from one planet over to another. The bigger cargo hold you've got, the more you can take, and that way you can make money by doing that. You can pretty much remove all parts of the ship, and then we have what is a grid on the floor here, which gives you an indication of the size of your ship. But then going further than that, there are different parts here. As you can see at the bottom, we've got LAS, BAL, MSL, hull, shield, cargo, max crew, jump range, mobility, top speed, and mass. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the LAS, BAL, and MSL are. I'm assuming that could potentially be something to do with weapons. And then as you can see in the top left, we actually have our power supply. Now, this power supply is actually really cool, because the way that the power supply works is you can actually direct power to certain systems on your ship. Rather than just having one flat power source, this power source allows you to move things around to prioritize what you're doing. So you can move things to the engine to go a little bit faster, you can move things to the grav drive to actually get to further away locations quicker. And then alongside that, you can actually move things over to your shield and then your weapons. And that way, that will upgrade those weapons, make them a little bit more powerful, and make your shield a little bit better, but at the cost of speed. Either way, there's different playstyles and ways that you can actually go about using your ship. And then here is the actual ship builder itself. So this just looks interesting. I absolutely love the way that this looks and how it's going to feel nice to just be able to build a ship and play around with it. And it's completely customizable all the way down to all these separate colors. But it's not just the exterior. You can change everything on the internal of your ship too, and some modules even have special bonuses, like this one here is a weapon module for your ship, the one before was a crafting module, and then inside you can detail your ship almost exactly how you want to suit you, your playstyle, and your actual individual taste. But alongside looking cool, your ship actually has to be functional too. So as we saw earlier on with that stuff down at the bottom, which is going to play into a factor of weight and things like that, that's going to reduce our maneuverability if we go for a full cargo build, which then in turn will slow us down in a combat situation, which is not what you want when you're out in the middle of space. But you could go for a full-on build, which is basically stealth, or even going out there and just destroying everything. So basically an actual fighter jet, which is going to be awesome. Alongside being able to customize one ship, we can actually own several. Now, there's not been said yet whether we'll be able to customize each individual ship and then swap and choose depending on what we're doing yet. But I do hope that that is the case, because I'd like to have a fighter ship to do small little bits, go take on some of those smaller dudes, and then have my bigger ship for going out, looting, doing missions. But we'll see. And when it comes to acquiring these ships, there are several ways that we can do it. We can go out and buy one from a shipyard, we can earn them through certain things, or we could just go out and take them. So we could knock down enemy ships' weapon systems, board that ship, and then we can occupy the ship itself and it can become ours, which I just think is so damn cool. Shipbuilding is going to be something that just looks beautiful, feels awesome, and it's going to take a lot of time for a lot of people. I know myself, I'm going to sink hours upon hours upon hours into this shipbuilding mechanics. So that is it from me on a rundown of the ships. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, you know what to do. Drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, do all of that good stuff. Now when it comes to Starfield, we will be covering it in full. I've pre-ordered it, so hopefully we'll get those 5 days early access, and we're going to go fully in on the game. We're going to have guides, gameplay, everything that you will possibly need to know about Starfield. You'll be able to find it here on Wyatt Gaming. I'm very excited about this game. I'm going to make it a main feature on the channel, so it'll be one of the main games I cover. Recently, I've been doing lots of different games, and I am enjoying it, but I'd like to get into one game and sort of specialize around one game and focus a little bit more on that over other elements. There will still be extras on the channel, but for Starfield itself, we're going to go all in and focus very heavily on it. So we'll have at least one, maybe even 2 videos a week going all the way up this the next few weeks, and then potentially we'll jump up and have maybe 3 or 4 a week towards the end of July. So we're pretty much all in and focused on the game. Very excited for this one. Let me know what you think down in the comments. For now though, I've been Wyatt. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you very soon with some more Starfield.